As we welcome you into BTN.com, this is the fifth quarter. Dave Revson alongside Glenn Mason, Jerry DiNardo, and Howard Griffith, your crew from BTN Live. And these are some of the questions that you asked on Twitter that we weren't able to get to on the show, but we felt were important enough to answer. We couldn't just leave them hanging out there. Jerry, the first one comes from Kevin. He wants to know how much of an impact special teams might have in the game between Wisconsin and Nebraska.
It could have a very significant impact, and here's why. Brett Bielema will go into this game with an audible package in every aspect of the kick game. He'll have a fake punt, and he'll tell the punter if the punt rush is aligned a certain way, call the fake. He'll tell the same thing to the holder. If their defense is lined a certain way, fake the field goal. That's what he does. He did it against TCU in the Rose Bowl a year ago. He did it against Iowa a year ago. He did it against Iowa. He was on his own 30, if I remember right, against Iowa. So I think from the Wisconsin side, it could be very significant. I think they're planning that it'll be very significant. I don't think so much on the Nebraska side.
Big question here for a lot of Michigan fans, Mace. I'll address this one to you. It comes from DJ Mike. He wants to know, do you think Michigan will get better in the passing game?
I don't think significantly better. Obviously, they're working very hard on it. You look at Denard Robinson, and I'm a big fan of his. He's a big play guy. But what he's going to lack is consistency in the passing attack. So, what I think is going to happen, you're going to see him throw a pass and say, wow, well, that was good. And then the next time, wow, that was bad. But I don't think he's ever going to be a real consistent passer.
This one comes from Callie Hawk. He says, does Iowa have a good time for the bye week before the Big Ten season starts? What do you think, Howard?
I think it's a great time for the bye week. I think if you're Iowa, you have an opportunity to get healthy from an offensive standpoint. You can start to really get better. I'm really wearing myself out with this one. But I can tell you this. I think Iowa, when you look at it, they haven't played great on the defensive side of the football. I think they can get assignment sound during this bye week and continue to get better in the passing game and the run game. Coach, are these yours?
They happen to be mine, yes. And
I can't see.
And he'll leave them somewhere, and I'll have to go look for them.
Now. You're stretching.
Well, he has an enormous cranium, doesn't he?
Big head.
That is a very large head. Those glasses are very elusive.
Look what you've done. Look.
They're very elusive.
Stay on anymore.
You never keep track of them.
Trifocals.
This one is for you, Jerry. Can you focus?
Focus. Consider me focused.
Do you think Braxton Miller can get it done against Michigan State?
Well, I think Braxton Miller gives Ohio State the best chance to get it against Michigan State. It's way too early in the week to make any kinds of predictions. I'm involved in very serious contests. I haven't completed my research yet. You might have to tune in Saturday morning to know if
About
I'm
what
really
time, Coach?
About.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Just watch the whole show.
I was
and
all
you'll be
focused too. He's the best quarterback on Ohio State's team. He gives them the best chance to beat Michigan State.
Howard, this one comes from Tim Carey, who says, who will Purdue play at quarterback against Notre Dame, and will that matter this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's Turbush. I think will be the guy. Robert Marv has shown some bright spots at times, but obviously he's injured right now. And Turbush, I believe, gives them the best shot of winning this week. If they can get the ball and really run the football from an offensive standpoint, as my friend here to the right. Come on, Coach.
Who are you picking in that game?
I haven't really started. Did I ever tell you I was in a contest?
No. How are you doing in that contest?
Is Mace going to be in that contest this weekend?
I'm not doing so.
He hasn't lost a single game. Shouldn't he get the belt?
Yeah, we'll keep it that way.
I think the person who's lost the fewest games should get to hold the belt.
If you want Mace to make a fool of himself with the belt, like I made a fool of myself.
You thought you made a fool of yourself?
Yes, I did.
Because you've really been speaking proudly about what you did with the belt. You were asking if you could get Velcro over here. Wasn't that so you could Velcro onto the shoulder?
Right.
Yeah.
Let Mace do that.
Not as strong as he used to be. That's a former All-American offensive lineman. He wants Velcro.
Let me email Mace goodbye.
That is going to do it for us. Don't forget, there's lots more where this came from. BTN Live comes your way every Thursday, 7 Eastern Time. And as we hinted, Mace will be in studio with us on Saturday. We are looking forward to that, the Auto Owners Insurance pregame show, which gets underway at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The belt presentation comes just before noon.
Ooh, I got a question.
Set your alarm. Yes, Howard.
For Dave, Coach Mason, Jerry DiNardo, I'm Howard Griffith. We'll see you next week.
Well,
yes, well done!
got some competition.